The price of this tractor is absolutely destroying me right now, so I'm going to have to get rid of it. Oh, actually, no. Actually, I've got some oilseed rape. No, I haven't. I've got some canola.
Right, Mike, that's me finished, and I've got another 35% in the stone picker, so that
Nice one.
like just under kind of 2.5 loads sort of thing. So 235%.
Cool bananas. It'll be interesting to see whether or not the other thing makes a difference or not.
Yeah.
Have you got to go, have you?
No.
Are you still available?
Yeah.
I'll still use and abuse you for a bit.
Yeah.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, as soon as you've got the front loader, shift in some of those eggs. And I don't know if there'll be any bread yet.
Well, give me a wee minute. What I'll do is I'll just take my telehandler up, get my forks, and then move in.
Cool beans.
Here's the light.
No bloody windscreen wipers on these, are there?
Mm.
Can't see a thing. It's filthy.
Is it this game that doesn't animate it? Or is it? Because I knew it was 19.
What, windscreen wipers?
I like the actual rain effects on the window.
Oh, none of them do, as far as I know.
No, I'm sure that it did that. Sure on 19 it did.
Don't remember it.
No. I'm sure the windscreen wipers not worked on 19.
Oh, if it rains, the windscreen wipers come on.
Aye, but I'm sure it simulated like the rain like on the window and that as well.
I'll be honest, I don't remember that. It's one of the things I complain about all the time is, you know,
Stuff like that. Yeah. I think there were some better details in the other games. Maybe it's just because of the mods that I've had on and stuff like that, but
yeah, more than likely.
I'm sure I've had like rain effects on the window and that, and then getting washed away with the windscreen wipers.
Bloody tree trunks. Big pain in the ass.
No, I've cut most of them down. See the ones that were round the rocks and that. I've cut them down as much as I could.
Just need to get rid of them properly, I guess. I was thinking about this earlier as well. I like the fact that we all got random plots to start on. I think that's really cool because, you know, you just don't know what you're going to get, which is kind of realistic. But I went over to Stu's farm yesterday to mess it up a bit.
Yeah.
As a thank you for doing that to mine. And his crops are like, his yield on his fields is like 125%.
All right.
And mine's like 65%. So he's getting twice the amount of crops out of his fields that I am.
Is he putting all the fertilizers and everything down?
I think he's just got better soil.
Right.
Fundamentally.
That as well as
yeah, like all of that together probably.
Wait, now, what is the soil?
But that does mean for every single harvest, every year, if we were doing exactly the same crop and the same hectare size, you'd be earning twice the money I am.
Right, I can only see 2 strips of your field, right? And you can what is actually showing up for most there.
You can only see 2 strips on my field. What?
I see up when you go to the pause menu, right? And then you go to the GPS sort of symbol. Kind of, it's like you get the soil types. So you go over to soil type, and then
yeah.
what I can see, where it's like, see what we've just like stone picked and all that, right? I can't see what the new state is on your field. I can only see the 2 old strips that you had on the left-hand side of your plot.
Yeah, that's because I haven't hired the soil analyzer.
The only thing I can see on that is silty clay on your plot.
Yep. It's the worst. The worst soil you can get, apparently.
Stew is loam and got wee bits of sandy loam. Like even sandy loam's good. Do you know what I mean? So he's on a perfect plot.
He's got a lovely little plot, yeah.
I've got mostly loam and sandy loam, but I have got a strip of silty clay. Spike's basically got loam and sandy loam. He's got a 50-50 kind of mix.
Yeah.
And then Ash and I can't remember who he's with. They've mostly loam, but they've got a chunky silty clay in theirs as well. But to be fair, yours looks like mostly silty clay. So that's your randomising. You know what I mean? That's what it's done. It's like you didn't get what you were picking, eh? So that's a nice aspect.
I mean, I lucked out on that front.
So what basically your plan's going to need to be is because your ground's not productive. So that's where your production stuff's got to need to go mostly. Or like all your animals.
Well, I think it's animals. I think I need to put it. I only think I need to put all my money into expanding the animal side of things and use these fields to supplement them.
Yep. Because I think once you pay off your loan, then you'll be able to try and pick a nicer plot of ground that's got maybe better soil sample.
Well, you say that, but you the only way you can assess the soil is if you have a field.
Aye, but you can look at, like, say somebody's neighbouring. So you look at Stu's, like, look round him, like you're like,
well,
that looks really good loam. You know what I mean? I'll maybe poach 32, or I'll maybe poach 23 and try to keep in that band.
It's an interesting theory. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, what I mean. For me,
which comes back to like the first person to get enough money to pay off their loan to be able to buy a plot of land. They're going to get best pick, I guess, or potentially.
Right.
You might still get it wrong. I mean, the plot next to Stu might be absolute rubbish.
Yeah.
You just don't know until you get there.
Because looking at the band, don't know, like that silty clay stuff, it looks like it's going down the way, like into 44 towards 52. And the loam looks like it's coming down, kind of intersecting it. So I don't know, maybe 44. I don't know what 44 would be like. I don't know if you would still have quite a lot of silty clay in there or not.
I'm half tempted, I'll be honest. I mean, initially I wanted to do forestry anyway, and the only reason I haven't is because I've got no trees. I mean, at least with forestry you know where you are.
Well, why, just trying to think, why did we not just like we team up doing the forestry? Because that's what I was wanting to do. I was thinking about getting field plot 22 or 12 as soon as I can.
Well, that's an interesting idea. There's nothing stopping us from doing that, is there?
And we could still keep our independent farms, but then we could run that as again like just an operation between the two of us, and we just half the fucking money whatever we get.
That's not a bad idea. Half our costs on equipment.
Yeah. See, to be honest, it's, if we're doing it logging, quite pricey. It's the thing with transporting the logs. That's the worst thing. Is trying to find a really good trailer that's stability. You know what I mean? Because they end up so tippy and stuff with the like the physics of the log and the trailer and that.
Right. I've not really had much trouble with them once they're on the trailer.
That's usually why I would just wood chip them. I'd wood chip them into and then can store it for your time. Like
easier, yeah.
And then you're just taking big trailer loads of it.
Maybe we should take a look at poplar, because basically that's what that is, isn't it? Except you get a yield every year instead of every 2.5 years or whatever it is.
Yeah, way more apple trees. Way more. It's the perfect trees, right? See, I think it's with the premium pack, right? But somebody done. I remember watching a video and somebody done a comparison, like selling, like say all the logs and stuff, different sizes and things like that. And I think the dearest price that he got was cutting them into 6-meter sections and filling 2 20-foot containers, and that was he was earning the most amount out of these.
What do you mean 2 20-foot containers? What do you mean by that?
See in the premium pack, right, you've got containers on it.
Not really. No, I've not looked at that.
Oh, you know, right. Well, in that one, it's got containers, so you can actually fill like containers with stuff. And it's like you would buy a container, then it's like you'll fill it with all your logs. So you fill it with your 6-meter logs, and then put 2 containers onto a trailer, and then you can take it up to say if it's a trade, so you can take it up to the train and then sell it. You just put the containers onto the train and then sell them, and then you get the money back that you've had to purchase the container for, plus you get the purchase of selling your logs as well.
Oh right, okay, interesting.
So if we wanted to do it like that, we could just do it but I tend to stick to 6-meter sections anyway, because you can get 2 stacks into a trailer, like a normal trailer with like the bunks on it.
Yeah.
You can get 2 6-meters. It's like
what's the best field then for trees right now? Which one has just got most trees?
22 and 12. Just up above Stew, up and to the left of Stew.
Which one out of those two would you reckon is best? 22 or 12?
22.
22 looks the best.
Yep. What we could do is we could just, even if as soon as we clear the loan, what I could do is if I've got enough money saved by, I could just chuck you the money and go, right, there's half the money for the plot. Boom.
Yeah.
And we'll do it like that.
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. That might have to be the way to do it.
Because he's got silage thing, like he's gonna make a lot of money for silage. So
yeah.
I think your next best bet is going to be for the logging. So I don't know if we can buy 22, then eventually 12. Then see if we were to get 13 and 23, and just have the 4 all together, and then just make the other 2 kind of, they're quite grassy there. We could just plant them for filly trees for the next growth stage coming in.
Yeah.
And then by the time that they're grown up, we'll be able to plant 22 again, because we'll be chopped down mostly 22 and 12. So then we could put junior trees into that. By the time they're grown up, the other trees on the other side are ready to harvest, and just alternate it like that, like a half and half sort of cycle. That would be my bets anyway, would do that.
I like the sound of it.
These eggs, you've only got one pallet sitting on the table here.
There's one below as well.
Oh, right, I see that. Right. Where are you wanting it to put into, Mike?
They just sell at the normal sell point.
Right,
Just got to get rid of that debt.
Right, I'll take them down and then...
Jesus, I'm 7,500 in debt now. This tractor is killing me.
I'll leave the pallet that's not full yet. Is there anything else you want me to take down to the shop? Because I'll take it down and then I'll get you to jump into my tractor so you can sell it.
I think I'm going to have to shift that silage. I was holding on to it, but...
The silage bale that's there.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I see all of them, actually.
The price of this tractor is absolutely destroying me right now, so I'm going to have to get rid of it. Oh, actually, no. Actually, I've got some oilseed rape. No, I haven't. I've got some canola.
Right.
Um,
a wee trailer.
No, I can grab a trailer. I think I'll send this tractor back because it's proven to be too expensive.
Yep.
And I'll get a trailer.
Actually, I can't drive this over there because that'll just start selling that. Give me a wee setting, dude. I'm going to give you grant contractor. There we go. Right. So you'll be able to jump into my tractor, right?
Okay.
And then you'll be able to sell that, and you should get the money for it.
Still no bloody bread.
That's it. You want to jump in this telehandler and drive over that sell point? I've got it just right in front of you.
Yep. Just ditching my feeder so I can get this tractor gone.
See that stone picker? Does that go back down to the shop?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Return that as well.
Take it down on this tractor now.
Ah, I can't return the stone picker. Is there stuff still in it?
No, there's nothing in it. I'm driving it down to the shop now.
Oh, you in the tractor with it?
Aye.
Oh, that's probably why I can't sell it. Right.
Give me a wee second, take it down to the shop.
Oh wow, it's weird driving this telehandler. Bloody hell. That arm looks freaking huge.
Oh, I love it.
Wow. Well, that's 1,300 quid anyway. So whilst all the settings and the mods that we add are intended to make the game more realistic, the actual gameplay ethos is going to be quite relaxed and quite free. And we're all going to mess around and help each other out and all sorts of good stuff. So if you'd like to become a part of this server, then all you have to do is come and join our Discord and request a farm, and if there's a space, you may well be allowed to join us.